who will do the warning? So all of you are facing the wrath of God that you talk about, but you don't know him. But you will soon be very well. Mecca itself. Well, what is wrong in Mecca that it needs to be warned? And who will do the warning? So all of you are facing the wrath of God that you talk about, but you don't know him. But you will soon be very well acquainted with him, because he wants to make himself known by what he does in America. No foreign power will deal with this country. America will be dealt with by God himself and his use of the forces of nature. Now, NATO, I know you can check your watch, but I'm not going to stop till I'm finished. I really don't care what you write. I don't care what you say. I'm making a statement. You can take it or leave it.
Hello, you guys. Welcome to my channel, All Things Militia, where I discuss a lot about what's going on in the political world and topics that pertain to everyday life. Shout out to all of my subscribers. As always, I have to come on here first to thank you guys for your support, for your likes, for your comments. As always, if you see a video that you like, don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up. Leave your comment down below because I want to get your thoughts on what I'm discussing. Share the video, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. You can do all those things, and don't forget to subscribe. So tonight, you guys, I'm just coming on real quick. This is like a political reflection. I wanted to share a press conference of Minister Louis Farrakhan, who I've on several instances have made known was the person that influenced my interest in politics. I started following him consistently back in 2010. And this is a press conference that he did, I believe it was in 2011, and I actually watched it in real time at the time that he did it. So it's been, what, 15 years ago, you guys. Ooh, time goes by. But this was regarding the Libyan leader, MUAMMAR Gaddafi, who the West was successful, unfortunately, of assassinating. And this is him coming out prior to that assassination, trying to speak up in his defense. If you want to watch the whole video, because it's about an hour long, it's not long at all. It's a little short of an hour. You can watch it. I'll have it. You'll be able to see the title. Actually, it's right here, you guys. It's a press conference to the United Nations on June the 15th of 2011. So if you're interested, this is part 2 of 2. There's another part under Farrakhan Speaks. You can go and check it out for yourself. But I find it interesting because a lot of things that he expressed during this press conference came to pass, and it is still relevant to the time that we're in right now. So let's just check it out, you guys.
Because the future for Europe and America is bleak. Very, very bleak. China and Russia, oh, you all will be in war. You like it? So Allah's going to give it to you. You'll have war soon. Mark my words, not my words, the words of a man who was taught by God, and you will face every word that he spoke. And you remember what you heard today, that a man, a real man of God, was in your midst. And every word that I speak, you will face it. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Masood Haider. I represent Daily Dawn of Pakistan. Minister, I'd like to know, since you have issued an all-virtual indictment of United Nations, and also you have suggested that there could be a way to stop the NATO attacks into Libya, what is it that you envision? In place of United Nations, what is it that can be created that can replace it?
Are you a Muslim?
Yes,
Are
sir.
you a Muslim?
Yes, sir.
Good.
And,
well, yes.
and the other thing I want to know, how do you envision that there could be another resolution that can be brought about and stop this war in Libya?
Well, I'm not familiar with all your twists and turns of the United Nations, but Russia and China have great strength. And they could bring this thing back before the United Nations and argue that NATO and America have exceeded what UN Resolution 1973 authorized them to do, and take another vote and stop this. They could do that. Now, what will replace the United Nations? This is a sham. So I ask you a question, if you believe in Allah, if you're a Muslim, because it's written that Allah himself is going to set up a kingdom on this earth of peace and justice. So all this happening is to remove all of this fictitious dream of a few that rule the many, that they will continue their rule. Their time is up. I'll say it again, loud and clear. Your time to rule is up, and your rule will end in war, and America's power will be broken in war. These are the words of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that I am entrusted with to speak. Now mark those words down and watch. I've given you tomorrow's headlines today.
Yes, Brother Minister, my
Yes.
name is Dashan Farad. I represent the Amsterdam News. I would like to know, do you feel that President Obama is being motivated by unseen forces to attack Libya?
There is no doubt. When Brother Gaddafi went into office, look at the sweetness of that man in his heart. Everybody that wanted change in America just about fell in love with this man. And that is what he actually wanted to do. But look who he's surrounded with. He brought around him in economics the crowd from Goldman Sachs. What does that mean? He's not an economist, he's a lawyer by profession. So he trusted economists, and I would say they persuaded him to get a bailout. Did the bailout bail us out, or did it bail out Wall Street? See? So no, he's surrounded by the people that are Zionist controlled or Zionists. In fact, when he was elected, a Jewish man in Chicago said that as Clinton was the first black president, Obama is the first Jewish president. Now you can take it or leave it. He was not elected to serve a black agenda or to do good for us. He was voted in to be the black face on a white agenda. And he's not escaping it. He's caught up in it and will pay the consequences for it.
Ooh, that's an interesting statement, you guys, because like I've stated before, Barack Obama is the first colored president of our lifetime. Well, many of us voted for him simply because of that. And we didn't realize that just because we see an image of us in the highest office of the land does not mean that the people that are behind him have that same image. You know, that he would be pushing an agenda that was not for what we thought it would be for, which was for us. That Martin Luther King, I have a dream, fulfillment. But I think that's the same with all presidents, though. I'm beginning to realize that it's kind of like a whole matrix. It's like they make us believe that, they have people that are representing us that are trying to work on our behalf. But when you look at how things have been, I beg to differ.
Thank you. Take two more questions.
Thank you for taking the time to record U.S. crimes. My name is Sarah Flounders from the International Action Center, and if you could please comment more on the role of Farrakhan in really the recolonization and plans for new wars in Africa.
I guess just as America planted Israel in the Middle East, and there has not been any peace in the Middle East ever since Israel was established, now she's planting Farrakhan in Africa, not for the purpose of helping Africa. See, the enemy always comes in with so-called good intentions. That's how he deceives you. He speaks the right word, but his actions do not follow the good that's in his words. And AFRICOM is definitely a plant in Africa using a black face to start this, to make it acceptable. This is why they use Colin Powell to say to the UN that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. They use a black man that had a good track record, so you could trust his word. But he set the CIA behind him because he was not sure that their intelligence was right. And America, instead of following truth and making policy according to truth, she twisted the truth to follow her policy. And so,
whoa, let me stop it right there, you guys, because that was a word. She twisted the truth, America, to follow her policy. Look at what's going on in today's society, how they've twisted the truth, how they censored and silenced people that are coming forth with the truth, whether it's with the music, movie industry, whether it's the food, medicine industry, like anyone that comes forward trying to give truth are censored to, go in order for America's agenda, what I always say, to go along. It's evident as day, like when you see how so many people that have come forth to try to share information and give truth are being censored and are being silenced, it's given. And anytime people are censored and silenced, I can guarantee you that it's some type of demonic agenda behind it.
young lady, I really don't see the United Nations being able to settle anything, because now the whole world sees her for what she really is. And imagine all the little nations looking at her, seeing what she's doing. Now, some are going to cow down in fear because America and Europe's powers are so great, they fear that they can be wiped out like they feel Brother Gaddafi is going to be wiped out. Suppose he survives. I mean, look, it's going 90 days now. He survived. I saw him playing chess. I don't know if that's an old picture. It's a new picture. Yeah. Well, see, I mentioned the chessboard. Suppose he survives. What then? What about the future of Europe and its dependence on that crude oil? Will he sell it to them? See, he got a good heart. Really. I sat with my brother some years ago, and I said, Brother Gaddafi, do not trust these people. I said, they want to get close to you, to destroy your revolution, and to destroy you. He patted me on my thigh, never said a word. But I said, I'm warning you, brother, this is their intention. When he opened the door, they came in, and they came in to destroy him. And since you're from Pakistan, brother, the West is very afraid of Pakistan's nuclear capability. They love a weak man in power. Nawaz Sharif, who was elected by the people, was a stronger man. And he was overthrown. And Musharraf was brought in. And Musharraf appeared to be too strong too. So you have who you have. And you have what you have. So Pakistan better rise up and remember that this is not your friend. They're not a friend of Islam. And any pretext that will give them the chance to go in and try to take all your nuclear capabilities, this is what they're after. And they only need any pretext. And so be careful, Pakistan. You're a great nation, but remember, Satan is always busy seducing the righteous. I hope I helped in answering your question. Two more, and that's it. Yours and the next one.
That's the last one.
Oh, this is the last one. Okay, yes, sir.
Thank you, Minister Muhammad. My name is Donald Wingfield. I'm with the Black Star News. You already have given Obama not to go into Libya, and they went in anyway. What should the African people be doing today, right now, to stand up in the streets to stop this White House to cease and desist from going any further attacks into Libya?
Thank you. Since we're coming up on a new election season, and my sister is organizing a huge rally in Harlem. See, we have to stir African people, and they have to know what is going on that is damaging to African interests. And if we rise as a people, particularly in an election season, and let our brother know you can't count on our vote if this is what you're going to do, we put you in power to be a good man, and you have allowed these satanic minds to hook you in. So the book of Revelation said he's like a frog in the mouth of a dragon. You hear the frog beep, 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 but it ain't the frog. It's the dragon talking through the frog. He's not in power. He acts in power, but the powers are behind him. And you ought to know it. Any black man that stands up for white concerns is backed by powers that you don't see, but he feels it. And that's why he acts and reacts the way he does. You better wake up, black people, and not be deceived by the fact that a black man is in the White House. It's great that he's there if what he does there helps us all. He's done something for gays. He's done something for unions. He's done something for this one, something for that one. Let's see what he does for black people and for Africa. Not sending Hillary Clinton to Addis Ababa to tell Africans what to do. The nerve of her. And believe me, if she sent, well, he may have okayed it. But who sent her? Y'all better wake up. Thank you.
Leave it right there, you guys. Y'all better wake up. A lot of times, you know, and I don't know, know it all. None of us know it all. Only one knows it all, and that's God above. But when we see things, a lot of times we're looking at it from surface level. And it's really not about Republican versus Democrat. It's not about Trump versus this one. It's not about, any of that. When you look at it, it's good versus evil. That's what it comes down to. Good versus evil. You have a lot of wickedness going on in the world because of greed, because people are waking up to this matrix that we've been in, where we've been told all our lives to work all our lives to be able to obtain some material things, when if you're a Christian, you know that we were told that our whole duty, the whole duty of man, is to serve God. And that has been a challenge for me, you guys, because we caught up in our day-to-day tasks, what we got to pay, where we, trying to maintain where we stay, trying to maintain health. Like, we're so bombarded with distractions that sometimes we really lose focus on what really is most important. And I'm speaking to myself, which is God, because you have to have him to be able to deal with this wicked world. That's the only way we can cope. That's the only way we can have strength to stand, have strength to get by, is to be in God's word, to stand with God, because it's so much going on. It can, if you're looking at it from a fleshly point of view, it's like you'll operate in fear. Oh, look what they're doing with the water. Oh, look at what they're doing with the food. Oh, now they got AI taking over. We're gonna be losing our jobs now. What are we gonna do? It's all to keep us concerned and overwhelmed and bombarded with fear. But those that know their God will do mighty exploits. So it's all about having faith in God. It's a lot of stuff that he said that's still going on to this day is very prevalent when we look at the condition of what's been going on. Even Obama to this very day is very active. He's the most active ex-president that I've ever seen. So yeah, he, in my opinion, has been used and is still being used to push an agenda. And a lot of people believe it's to bring America to, down so that they can have their one world government. So we'll see what happens, you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll see you later.